Large black dog suddenly pounced on a little girl, viciously biting her thigh. The mother was horrified and quickly urged the dog's owner to pull the dog away. However, not only did the elderly man show no remorse, he even sarcastically mocked the mother and daughter, saying they deserved it. In desperation, the woman tried to hit the dog, but was kicked to the ground by an old lady nearby. Security guards and neighbors in the complex heard the commotion and rushed over. It turned out that these two people walking their dog without a leash was a common occurrence, and the entire neighborhood had long been complaining about them. Everyone worked together to drive away the black dog, but the little girl had already passed out due to excessive blood loss. The neighbors immediately called for an ambulance, and insisted that the dog's owner had maliciously allowed the dog to harm someone. They demanded the police be called to arrest them. The old man, frightened, hurriedly called his daughter for help. The wealthy woman on the other end of the phone, upon learning what had happened, spoke in a dismissive tone, saying it was just a dog bite and no big deal. She even nonchalantly reassured her parents, claiming she had connections and would make sure nothing happened to them. But she never imagined that the girl bitten by the dog was actually the niece of the CEO of Chain Group, and the mother was the CEO's own sister. At that moment, the CEO was busy with his own engagement party, and this wealthy woman was his fiancée. Originally, the sister had planned to present the Chain family's ancestral jade pendant to her future sister-in-law at the banquet, but she had yet to arrive. Just as the CEO was feeling puzzled, a news alert popped up on his phone. A girl had been bitten by a vicious dog. The instant he saw the photo, his face turned pale. Without hesitation, he drove straight to the housing complex where his sister was. By this time, the ambulance had arrived at the scene. The medical staff quickly provided emergency treatment for the girl and then prepared to take her to the hospital. Just then, the wealthy woman's luxury car pulled into the complex. As soon as she got out of the car, she angrily declared that whoever dared to bully her parents, she would make sure they disappeared from Tianhai City. However, when her gaze fell on the injured black dog, her anger instantly intensified. She questioned the people at the scene, asking who exactly had injured her dog. But when she saw the girl's mother's face clearly, her expression suddenly changed. She was convinced that this woman was the same scheming woman who had been entangled with her fiancé. It turned out that not long ago, her best friend had secretly photographed her fiancé having an intimate conversation with a woman, and sent the photos to her. At the time, she had vowed that if she encountered this vixen, she would make her pay the price. Now that she had run into her here, she immediately took out her phone and showed the photo to the onlookers, mocking the other woman with a look of contempt. The woman had no idea what she was talking about and had no time to deal with her nonsense. She only wanted to get her daughter to the hospital as soon as possible, but the wealthy woman had no intention of letting the matter rest. She suddenly grabbed the woman's hair, her attitude overbearing, and declared that the matter had to be made clear, or no one would be allowed to leave. Seeing this, the doctor angrily pulled her away and immediately arranged for the mother and daughter to get into the ambulance. But the wealthy woman actually called for another luxury car, and directly blocked the ambulance's path, cutting off its route. The next second, she ordered the woman to kneel down immediately and kowtow to her dog in apology, or no one would be allowed to leave today. Little did she know, she was about to pay the price for her actions.